Chris, well, I'll start off with you even before the callers start. The
no, let me
start
ask you first.
calling. Hold on, be calming down. Frankly, I wouldn't consider a long distance relationship. Yes, because look, I am an attention seeker, quote unquote. I like to talk to my partner. I like to see my partner as and when I want to. So imagine if you're so many miles away from me and I can't have access to you, I don't think it'll work for me. But you, I know you would consider, because you and I have actually talked about these a couple of times.
I actually don't mind, because at the end of the day, in as much as you feel like you're an attention seeker, I am more of I'm a baby. I like to be babied. I'm one of those women that if I see I cannot do anything, I become crippled. I don't know how to do anything if I have a man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the kind of person I am, because I feel like as a person with a strong personality, like I've been working. So when I see you, do it.
Yeah.
Be the man. Do you understand? But long distance relationships, I think I can consider, because it actually also helps you be independent. You are not so like attached to someone. It's good to be attached, like in a relationship, but over attachment becomes a problem. It actually causes a lot of trauma at the end of the day if something happens. And also I feel like it helps in communication skills, especially if two of you are actually seeing the goal together, seeing the future together. Yeah, if I like you, I have to make sure I call you every time. That's why we have WhatsApp. That's why we have texting, and I like it. I like all those. I like all those.
But Chris, look,
you know,
I agree with you to some extent. But then again, you know, most people would say that because of insecurity issues, they would not consider long distance relationships because of the fear of what your partner may be doing.
So
when
work on
you're
yourself.
And the long distance, no, let's clarify. Is it Accra to Kumasi, Accra to Northern Region? Is that the kind of long distance we are talking about, or
long distance, like different continents? I actually also, you know, when you talk about the insecurity, well, everybody has insecurities, but obviously if you're going to be in a relationship, then they need to build some trust.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if, you know, even if it's a relationship in the same town, if the person wants to cheat, he will cheat.
Most definitely.
Who
That's
are you?
true. That's true.
All right, we have a caller, Nana Kwame from Axim. Hi, Nana Kwame, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're welcome to the show. All right, so would you consider a long-distance relationship?
Oh, it's never a problem. Since we have a phone or each other, we'll video call. There's no problem.
Nana Kwame, we can't hear you well. Can you repeat that again?
It's only that I try to that's recording each other on video call. It's never a problem.
All right, so you talked about trust and calling each other on video calls and all that, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think that works too. Thank you so much, Nana Kwame.
Thank you.
Look,
Yeah,
Chris, I like to go on ice cream dates. I like to go on dinner dates. I like to hang out with my man. Let's go watch some movies and all of that. So if we are dating like 2 worlds apart, you're on a different continent and I'm also on the other side, it's a bit difficult. Not that I may not be able to do it, but maybe because I haven't found myself in one, I haven't been able to learn. But as far as I'm concerned for now, I don't think it will work for me.
You know, well, yeah, I think, I think it comes a time. There comes a time in someone's life that probably things shift a bit. Maybe you've never been in a situation before,
right? But Chris, on that, we have a call on the line. Hi, Nana Kwame. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you so much for calling from Akosombo. Share your thoughts with us. Would you consider a long distance relationship?
Oh yes, it all boils down to the faithfulness of the two partners. The point is that if the person is even close and there's unfaithfulness, he or she will find a way to cheat or to hide something from you. So once the two of you are faithful to each other and then committed to the whole relationship, then it will work out. The point is that sometimes we feel that once you are away, we will not know you much. But the point is that if you are willing to stay in the relationship you will not get 100%. So you will find a way to balance things up, and then the two of you will be able to go. So it's not a bad thing, actually.
Yeah. All right, Nana, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. And another point that we are missing in long-distance relationships, it actually helps you grow as an individual.
Oh, Chris.
Because you can learn to do things yourself. You are not too dependent on somebody. Let me tell you the truth.
Okay.
In as much as we like to be babied and stuff, the men get tired.
Well, yeah.
Like,
look, let me take us.
And I don't want to always see you.
Okay.
That's my problem. I don't like see finish. There's a term Nigerian calls see finish, in the sense that you see me, I see you. To be now too much, you now disrespect. No. I like to be always new in your face.
But Chris, have you thought about the fact that when you get married, you'll be living together?
Yes.
Won't you get to that point where see finish will
we
happen?
would live together, but God should do it that we have money. So we have 2 different rooms. That sometimes I like to be alone. Yeah, and then you see me when I come up from my room. All right, so we have a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, madam. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name?
Peter from Tamale.
All right, Peter from Tamale. So tell us, would you consider a long-distance relationship like me?
This is a good question because human being, and people can change. You talk about trust. Trust can break down. Okay? So for me, to have a decent relationship, that would be okay. But you have to have in mind that human being. Take your mind out whether your partner will cheat on you or not. Because someone mentioned that you can make video call, but video call doesn't guarantee trustworthiness in the relationship. You get it? Yeah, you can make video call. At the end of the day, when you film the call, something can happen. You wouldn't know. At the time you are even making the video call, you won't know who is taken by your friend. Okay? He or she may not appear in the video call, but somebody may be around. So the word trust, or the word, what do you call it, to believe your partner, it is a big question to answer. And for me, let's have in mind that human being. There's a saying that apart from God, nobody is 100% perfect. I can trust you can trust me, but trust me, behind you or behind me, I can't tell what you're doing. You can't tell what I'm doing. It's about loving the person. Have a good day. Because if you let the person, if you let the person, it gathers the forward of the person. The Bible said that love covers everything. So if you love the person, the distant relationship, if you go wrong or do right, you're okay with it. You consider the person and you be together as friends, as relations, as married people.
Yeah.
Have a good day, my sister.
Thank you.
Have a good day too.
Thank you. I like what he said.
Right.
I like his angle. It's
do
all
too.
about love and trust.
Right.
I say, they can carry you like this and go and introduce it to their mother and father. And the mother will say, hey, my baby. It's like turn back, another one, they've introduced another one. So it's not a...
But Chris, so, I was thinking, look at our work schedule now. And then you work so much and you don't even get to see your partner as often as you should. Even if your partner, like you guys are living in a car together, is that not even long distance relationship in the first place? You see. Is that a long distance relationship?
It is.
Because the fact that you are not 2 worlds apart doesn't mean that but we have a call on the line. Hi, Ato. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for calling us all the way from Kwabinya. Share your thoughts with us. Would you consider it?
Yes, I think it's not much of a problem, but it's all boils down to trust, and it goes on trust.
Right.
Yeah. Not much it's a long distance. Faithfulness also counts, because sometimes when you will be calling all right, sometimes you see there will be sometimes when there's expectation. At a particular time that you know that this time, for instance, if you're a worker, right, you come back home at evening around 8:30, 9 that you think it's for you to start. And you call him to be like, you can't call me at this time, why are you calling me? You don't want to know he's giving you kind of perspective on what to do. And when that sets in, it gives you a red flag that, there's something going on. But if there's love and that trust there, you are open to call at any time, anyhow, and it will be nice to you.
But
so for me,
go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you finish up.
Yeah, long distance relationship is not bad, right? So far as there is trust between and the loyalty,
right?
Why not?
Okay, so I was going to ask you that. Have you forgotten about the connection where you guys need to connect, get to know each other better, and all of that, or is it all about the trust for you?
Hello, come again.
Yes, okay, so I was asking that, have you forgotten all about the connection where you get to know each other better and study each other, know what one likes and one dislikes and all of that? Sometimes these things you can't do it when you are just communicating and not seeing each other, because there are certain character traits that you don't get to see until you're actually living with the person and experiencing the person for yourself. Or is it all about the trust for you? Is that the only criteria for you to consider a long-distance relationship?
Yeah, you also have to find day. Yeah. All work together.
Right.
Because it's long distance, I think there will be a time that both of you will be together.
Exactly.
Definitely, you will come down. And that will give you the opportunity, know each other better.
Okay.
So that is also a good point.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
So
have a good day.
You too have a good day.
You see, I like the question you asked, but we should also remember that you can be with someone in the same vicinity and you're still learning new things about the person every day. You never know the person.
Oh yes, most
You never
definitely.
completely know anyone.
Most definitely.
So I feel like when it's long distance relationship, let's not forget that you will still meet each other. That's why I say it's a shared effort. You understand? You have to meet me halfway. I gotta meet you halfway. Baby, December is coming. Let us go on holiday. Let us do something. It's not always, even apart from December, okay, summer is coming. Let's plan that next summer we will meet in some other country or we can do something together. Do you understand? So I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say long distance relationship is for rich people, but it's okay. I mean, if you want to enjoy it. I mean, but if you want to enjoy it, you have to be willing to make efforts. Do you understand? And I think consistency is also important because, especially for women, women like to be pampered, women like to be called, women like to be checked on. So if you are somebody, especially a man that says, okay, I want you as my girlfriend, but I live here, you have to always make efforts to call. It has to be consistent. It should never go down. Well, we have another caller from Takoradi. Hi.
Hello.
Good morning, and you are welcome to the show.
Good morning.
All right, so what's your name, and would you consider a long-distance relationship?
My name is Kofi. For me, it's no, total no.
Okay, why?
The reason is simple. The simple is when you say relationship or partnership. I need you and you need me. That's why we have made our mind to be together.
Yeah, but you're not married, so you need her as in what sense?
You see, when we say partnership, you can call it marriage or any other name that you can call it. Somebody has been together for some years, they are not married, and some are married. So when you say relationship or partnership, it's all the same thing. So let's say we are married, and that's the proper one. If I need my wife or my wife needs me and there's nowhere to be found unless on phone or video call, that's not partnership, that's not relationship.
Yeah.
If I want to share ideas with her or she wants to share ideas with me, unless on phone, that's not proper. If I need her to do something for me in the house and nowhere to be found, I'll be alone in the house preparing my food or doing things for my own. That's not relationship. So this kind of relationship is not proper for anyone.
That's my concern.
Yeah, okay. I understand that it's not, proper for anyone, but has it been proven that being together in the same town actually creates better relationship or ends in forever after?
Yes, being together is the right way that everybody should do. Because in our kind language, we say, I didn't sign who didn't show you any. I didn't sign who didn't show you any. So therefore, if I have my wife and my wife is living in a different continent, I'm also living in a different continent. Even different in the same Africa, if I'm Ghana and you are in Cote d'Ivoire, it do not benefit me.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I think
I really agree with him.
I understand him.
Yes.
I understand where he's coming from, and I think that also works well when it's marriage.
Well, you start
When
from
it's marriage.
somewhere before you get to know the person before you get married.
Yeah,
So
so-
during that dating process, during that knowing me, knowing you process, what happens when there's lack of communication? You are continents apart, you're worlds apart.
No, but you
Time
see, you
differences,
said something.
You need to
You said
communicate
something.
to your
You said-
partner,
you said-
and he or she is
But
nowhere
you just
to be
said
found.
something right now. You just said like when you are far apart and not calling each other. So it's about communication. I've seen a lot of long distance relationships that have worked. And recently, some of our favorite Instagram sweethearts, one in England and one in America, it just worked right. Like it worked.
Well,
She just
yeah.
got proposed to.
Some
and,
work,
and
others
she
don't
has,
work.
and she has also said, okay, what actually made it work was like the shared effort, the wanting it to work. And these are two people that are heads and heels in love.
We have Anthony on the line. Hi, Anthony. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are calling all the way from Ahanta Abra. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
Great. Thank you for calling in, by the way. And let's ask you, would you consider a long-distance relationship?
Okay, before I talk, let me use this opportunity to greet my boss, Reverend Onyemi Atta,
All right.
for this wonderful work that he has been doing.
Okay.
About the issue, about the guy who called earlier saying, if I need my wife to come and do something for me, if you have a bank account, the bank is not in your house. That means if you need the money, you go to the bank. So anytime that you meet your partner,
You go and see
it's either you plan to meet her somewhere.
Exactly.
So to me, a distant relationship is never a problem.
Okay.
All right.
The fact that it's a distance doesn't mean you can't meet.
Right.
So to me, it's possible.
Yes. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
And so
Faith,
it's like no wait, living in Kaswa and then living in Tema or
hold on.
like that's area. Vincent's area is what's Vincent's area called?
why are you doing
What's
that?
Vincent's area called?
Dowenya, is it 25?
Where no,
where
it's
Ella
it's
lives.
past there, not Ella. It's like,
Boom, Katamansi.
those far.
Dowenya.
You see,
Producer says
all those
Dowenya.
places.
Yes.
That's long distance. It's long distance.
Even that one is long distance.
It's long distance.
Okay.
So if you want to see, if Vincent want to see his
He wake up at
girlfriend,
dawn
you
and travel to
make the
Kaswa.
effort.
By morning, he will be there.
Make the effort.
But if-
At
and-
least he traveled, right?
And that would even cost him less. Imagine Vincent's girlfriend or wife is in USA or UK or even in France or somewhere.
It will help
and
him
he
get.
wants to see her.
It will help him
He
get
will
a.
spend more.
It will help him get a visa.
What if he's denied?
It will help the wife come down. Hi, we have another caller from Ashama. Hello.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So what's your name and what are your thoughts on this discussion?
Okay. I'm Kelvin and I'm calling from Ashima.
Right.
And with this discussion that you are having on television is a very nice thing. Me, myself, I'm a victim of a long-distance relationship.
Victim.
Yes.
Why are you a victim? Victim doesn't sound nice.
Yes. Because I was in a long-distance relationship for the past 3 years. It was going very successfully. And all of a sudden, I was there and then my woman called me that she's pregnant.
Oh, so it's
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And the funny thing was that she was saying that because she's not around, and anytime she misses me, she doesn't know what to do. So therefore, she has to look for someone that will satisfy her.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So, do you think if probably she was here and maybe you had a work trip, she wouldn't have done the same thing that day?
Yes.
That her body felt like, I need somebody, but you're not there?
Yes, I'm sure. So long distance relationship is not a good thing. That is what I'm trying to say.
I know it's not a good thing, but I asked. Imagine you were both here, and you were both living in Ashaman, right? You were both living in Ashaman, and maybe your office said, oh, okay, we want you to travel to, say, Kumasi for 1 week. And that's the day your girl's body is doing her, I need somebody. Do you think she would have waited for you, just like she's supposed to wait for you, even though it's a long distance relationship?
Of course, that is what we've agreed to do. We've agreed to be in a relationship. So whatever thing that you're going through, until I'm around, you're not supposed to do it without me.
As well, so I think it's not a distance relationship problem. It's a her problem. She cannot control herself. Do we agree?
Really?
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
Wow.
I think,
Okay, so this is shocking.
All this is it's a you problem. It's a human being problem. You don't have self-control.
So I know a couple of friends that are in long distance relationships, and sometime last week I was talking to my friend and she was like, oh, my birthday is coming up and I miss my boyfriend so much, I want to go and see him, and he's all the way in the USA. So what if you are denied visa? Then what? You come back home and come and cry?
No, but it's a process.
She hasn't seen him for years.
Then it's a problem because he's also not making effort to come. Work
is not allowing him to
so
come.
yes, this is when he has, if work is not allowing you, then you have to come probably 80-20 in the sense that you have to send all the documents she needs to come and see you, and then all she has to do is walk to the embassy.
Chris, we have a caller from the Upper East region. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. And you?
Very well, thank you. Let's hear your thoughts. Would you consider a long-distance relationship?
First of all, let me find out. Long distance in what sense?
Long distance, living in different continents. Not maybe Accra, Kumasi.
And one living in outside the country and I'm living in Ghana. Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
And the relationship we are talking about.
Not married.
Not married. But relationship leads to marriage.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
And then when you are in relationship with someone, it means something must always go on.
What?
Am I right?
Something
no,
must
you are
always
not
what?
right.
Must always go on. Apart from the woman preparing food for you, or you want to talk about what a man can do, a woman can do the same. You need a woman. You need a woman to tell you at times.
Okay.
That's not what we are talking about. But if that's how you understand it, let's hear your comments. Would you consider it or not?
I will not consider it because it will lead to some breakup.
Oh.
Because the woman has a feeling, the man has a feeling, all right?
Okay.
And so anytime the woman wants to satisfy herself and you are not around, what happens? What about the man? If the man needs you and you are not around, what happens?
Right.
It means the man will have to look for these prostitutes. All right?
Okay.
Apart from that, when you live together, there are certain things you do in common in the house, moving of the house. If you are not living together and you are...
He wants his wife to clean the girlfriend to clean his house.
I know how you feel about
you just said that.
and I feel same too, but...
So that's why you want me to clean your house and cook for you? Okay.
Right. So, Chris, as I was saying, My friend is planning to travel out to see her partner because, I mean, she misses the connection. She misses the bond they share together, the fun times and all of that. As I said earlier on about myself, I like dinner dates, I like ice cream dates, let's get to the movies, let's just do something for fun, not anything giddy giddy. And then I like to spend quality time with my man. So if you are so far away from me, I can't have access to you, I can't get hold of you, I can't reach you, I think it's a bit troubling for me personally. And aside that, loneliness, time difference, communication, I like to share ideas with my man. I like to tell you everything, just you. So if at that point in time there's an information I'm so excited about, I want you to be the first person to hear it, and I can't reach you, then it means that I need to go and talk to somebody else about it before you get to hear it.
Well, let's talk to Kojo.
Right.
Kojo from Kumasi. Hi, Kojo.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
All right, so Kojo, what are your thoughts on this discussion?
Yeah, I'm just watching your program.
Yeah, and what do you think? Can you do it?
And it's really exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I want to speak my dialect.
Okay, speak your dialect, fine.
Good. One more. Say, you Casper long distance relationship. Idea. A year, Emma, Nikedia, officer, when you are serious with.
Okay.
I want to say, I might say, we are a bit strict in terms of relationship. I think when you think about relationship, I seem to use this language, sex, fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And man, you have any honor. They travel to Abuchi, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. If when the person is lawyer, can't you control your feelings? Say, boyfriend and your partner, a man say now work so great for 6 months or 3 months. Can't you control yourself? Say, free to sex a bathhouse. Coffee is so good now kind of a book but that.
I mean, that was a very good conversation, and that was a very good point. It's all about self-control.
Yes.
It's the same thing we've been saying, self-control.
Yes, I agree on the self-control bit, and it's not even about the sex for me. I mean, I've listed all of the things, and then sex is not even the topmost on my list.
No, maybe not you,
Yes,
but most of the
exactly.
people that
Right,
call, it's
right.
all about what the woman is giving
Exactly.
them. So it's more like the only thing she brings to the table is the sex, and...
Chris, we have some messages coming in from some viewers as well. Someone says, this is coming from Benson from Kaswa. He says, with a girlfriend in Pram, anyway, he says, hey, long distance, the storms that I can't weather in my partner's absence, though, there are many nuisances to it all. Were you previously together before it became long distance? Did the relationship start out as a long distance relationship? I think these are all the main things one must consider in answering this kind of question.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. And in the past, I believe the long distance relationship could work well. But in this current generation, I wouldn't advise it. In a time filled with so much evil, the temptation can be very high, especially for someone who is not deeply grounded in God and His Word. This is from Kobe, and Kobe is from Kumasi. And we have another caller on the line joining us. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you. Good morning. Oscar calling from Kolebu.
All right. Oscar, tell us, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Okay. This is a long distance relationship where we are considering two people living in a different continent, right?
Yes.
But may I ask, first of all, in the first place, how did they meet? Did they meet online or they met in one country before all this distance happened?
No,
it could have been anywhere.
Anywhere.
It could have been they met together before one traveled,
so just
or
tell
they
us
met online.
what are your thoughts? Yeah.
Okay. And they should be in the long relationship for how long before seeing each other?
How long do you think they should be in the long relationship?
Well, that's an individual thing, if you ask me.
So we're just saying, can you be in a long? So if you
a
cannot
year,
be for
2,
1 year, you
yeah.
tell us, oh, I can only do 1 year.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts?
Okay. Well, if the two actually understand each other and they believe in that, they're fine. But to me, I can't be in a long relationship for over 3 years. You know,
Right.
come on. How unfaithful? It will be very unfaithful, honestly. So we are humans, okay? Let's forget about sex. It's not all about sex, but sometimes companionship, going out there. Sometimes you go out, you feel like working with a partner, a lady, right? Yes, sometimes that sharing of thoughts overnight, progressively, it's all a lot, man. So sometimes if this company is not there, trust me, it's very unfaithful.
Right. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
I actually understand where he's coming from. Yeah.
It
It actually also depends on. It actually also depends on if you feel like you don't have time, your age. If you feel like you can get to a certain age and you're like, Charlie, if this thing keeps going on, I don't see the future.
Yeah.
And you just have to make a decision for yourself.
Right.
But it also doesn't guarantee that the one you meet here is actually the best.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's an individual thing, and we should not just say, oh, we're in a long distance relationship and that's it. No, it takes a lot of work.
Yes.
Long distance relationship takes a lot of work.
A lot of
if it's the man
commitment.
that is outside, he should realize that her time is ticking.
Yeah.
She wants something better. I really want her, but I have to do something about it. So you have to work towards it, really. But I feel like it actually helps. You will be more independent.
Yeah.
You would be, you would build a stronger communication skill than even people, because a lot of people are even staying together. They don't even understand themselves. But they say, oh, we've been dating for 3 years. Still, you don't understand yourself.
About the
And it's that toxic
communication
as toxic as toxic.
About the communication bit, I don't entirely agree with you, because if you're saying for long distance relationships you'll be able to build a better communication, I find that a bit dicey. Reason being that, as I stated early on, you are somewhere in the USA, UK and all of that. Time differences. Sometimes I'm trying to reach you, I can't get you. How often can we communicate, work and all of that? Yes, I can leave you a WhatsApp message and iMessage and all of that, you respond to it, but sometimes I really want to talk real time. Do
Right.
you get it?
Yeah.
We have a call on the line. We'll continue that after talking to the caller. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Right, thank you so much for calling us from Kaswa. Share your thoughts with us. Would you consider a long distance relationship?
Okay, in my opinion, I think most of the time when we talk about long distance relationships, more especially I heard your colleague saying that not married. If it is not marriage, what makes it very difficult for us is that we are always in touch, thinking about the intimacy aspect. And that's what makes it difficult. But my opinion is that as I'm speaking to you, I am a divorcee. I see that as long as you see that the person has a very good heart, the person is a good person, and you believe that there is a future for you and you have trust in the person, I am sure that genuine love has no problems with distance. The most important thing is getting the right person in your life. And if trust is there, it doesn't matter whether the person is in UK. If the person will be faithful, you'll be faithful. And relationships are not in a box. You cannot always expect to have a relationship closer to you. You can live with a partner the same in you for years. If the person does not have a good heart, it's not, or it's not a good person, it's not a good person. It doesn't matter the distance. So let's understand. If we take out the sex aspect, I think we should understand that relationship comes in different forms and under different conditions. Depending that the person is, I think you should go for it.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I like his.
A lot of
his
people are
aspect
agreeing
as
with
well.
me. A lot of people are agreeing with me.
Well, Chris, it's not cast in stone. It's individual differences and preferences.
Yes, I know it's individual differences and preferences, but like I said, at the end of the day, if you want it to end in marriage, let us realize that marriage also comes with its own problems. And it's not sex that is going to solve that problem. Because everybody's thinking about, oh, the intimate part, we need to be together, I need to touch you, you need to touch me. When we get old, I mean, like, the strength will not even be there for you to touch me. We need to have a different sort of intimacy that has nothing to do with touching, that has nothing to do with orgasms. It just has to be communications. I like you, you like me, around, you know, you help me, I help you. I'm just happy to see you. Anyway, Daniel from Pokwasi is joining us on the line. Hi, Daniel, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
And
how are you too?
I'm fine, thank you. You are welcome to the show. Tell us, what are your thoughts on this discussion?
Okay. We thank God for the strength God has given to you. You people are looking good.
Oh, thank you, Daniel.
No, sometimes whether relationship, short distance or long distance, there are three concrete pillars that all women or married people always deviate from. That even if you deviate from one, you will never have a very good relationship.
And
marriage.
All right. So what are those pillars?
The number one is to recognize that secret covenant that you have on the altar of God. God is the foundation of the marriage.
Right.
The second one is for the woman to solely and wholeheartedly respect the man, and for the man to love your wife unconditionally.
All right.
These are the three pillars.
All right.
Whether you are long distance, the woman will respect, my father will never hate you. Because a man represents your father, represents your brother, represents every man you respect on this earth.
Right.
And when you remember that Jesus is always watching whatever you do, likewise the man. That is why we always have problems in marriages, whether long or short distance. Because I've seen a couple, the other one has traveled for 20 years. The wife is still there. And when they ask them, I say, look, when I go behind a man, it means it's not a marriage. Someone is watching me, that's God. But nowadays, no friend, you don't do this, you don't do this. Look, it's more than that. And when you go, anytime you depart from this world, God will ask you. But if you recognize this thing, my sister, my brother, marriage will be sweet like honey in your mouth.
Amen.
You will not have problems.
Right. But before I let you go, I just have one question to ask you. Going away for 20 years, does it sound all right? 20 years.
Hello?
Yes, I said going away for 20 years without your wife. Does it sound all right? Does it sound right?
No. Sometimes that is why they say for better, for worse. And everything you do in love, that is why they say love is everything. Because the man cannot just go away, or the woman cannot just distance herself. There might be something that you all agree on. That's what I'm trying to say. But don't focus your mind on whether it is this. Look, sometimes when you just remember that anything I demand do or die, God is watching me.
Amen.
Because God is the witness of my marriage.
All right.
But always talk the truth. If you don't use these three pillars, my sister, you continue to dress naked. You will go naked in after I'm working and looking for a husband.
Yeah.
When you leave the husband, because your husband is cheating to you, to become a static for someone. It's a fact. That's the truth.
Yeah, so
you shouldn't run away from it.
It's true. He will not cheat in Jesus' name, so we will not get any STDs. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We don't want STDs. Thank
Chris,
you.
do you know the interesting thing about this whole 20-year thing? Our colleagues in the studio are shaking their heads.
20
Even the men
years.
are not agreeing to the
20 years is a lot. You know, 20 years is a lot.
Yes.
Except if he's in prison, I would understand.
20 years.
But 20
And
years.
especially the men will go out there, go and get married to new women.
There will be a whole family.
And then they'll
20
leave you
years.
down here in Ghana. Or Ghana wife,
Right.
abroad wife.
And you know, you see, that's also what I want to make clear here, especially when it comes to relationships are different. You understand? When we are courting, when we are dating, it's different from marriage. When it's marriage, it's serious business. We should not play with it. Do you understand?
I'm joining you.
Exactly. And also, I feel like this is where the communication bit comes to play.
Yes.
Let's forget about woman, man. I think it's important to be truthful to whoever you are with.
Yes.
I'm sorry I don't love you. I can't do this again.
20
That's
years,
it.
that's a
I'm
lot.
sorry I want to pick another wife. Do you agree with polygamy? That's it. You
If
understand?
I don't agree, oh yeah, now
You
I'm
know?
out.
That's it.
Yes.
Instead of doing things in secret, it won't work.
Yeah. Chris, we have a call on the line. Hi, PSA, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Kumasi.
All right, PSA, let's hear you.
Okay. There's this program on ChannelOne TV I'm watching it right now, and I want to contribute.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're actually on air. Contribute.
You're on air. We can hear you.
Okay. One question that I need to ask right now is, who initiated something that relationship is always about intimacy?
Right.
That's why it's very bad, because I'm into a distance relationship, and we were here in Ghana before the lady traveled, and I'm okay with it. And distance relationship is something that even in my next life I'm going to choose that.
Oh.
That's for my personal reasons, because sometimes in life you need space and privacy.
Okay.
Right.
So to come on this, when the partner is not around, the key to the relationship is communication. We should just try to communicate to each other. The distance that we get, we have to communicate. And I think that will help in sustaining the relationship. And when it comes to those intimacy aspects, we should learn how to control ourselves. One guy just called and he said, if you have that feeling of having sex or doing this, just go and shower, do something. We have so many guys who have video games in their rooms. So you can just play video game and all this will go.
Okay.
So we shouldn't focus our relationship on the intimate aspect of
All right, PSA. Thank you so much for calling.
All right, so we have some messages here
right.
that we can actually go through. Hello, good morning. I met my man on the Blue app. We dated for 8 months before he came down to see me. We've only met once. He's a military guy. So imagine it's all about self-control. It has taught me how to be strong in all aspects. And that's what I'm talking about. You become more independent.
All right, Chris, we have another message coming from our very own Nikki Experience. He says, good morning, Chris and Jifa. I trust you are well. We are very well, Nico. And no, please, none of this long-distance relationship. I wasn't created for this thing. I need my baby around, go on dates, drive-throughs, visit places, build bonds and beautiful memories. Nicholas, I agree with you.
All right, we have another one here. Good morning. Please, I'm Precious from Kaswa. Kaswa in the house a lot. I was in a long-distance relationship for 4 good years before I got married to my boyfriend who lived in Kumasi, and I lived in Accra. But we trust each other, okay? Relationship is about trust. If you don't trust your partner, your relationship can never move on. Thank you so much.
All right, there's another one from Perry from Sunyane. It says, I can't even keep a best friendship that is long distance. How many more actual romantic relationships being long distance? Unless severe discipline and self-control, because I'm not ugly and people throw themselves at me all the time. It's hard.
All right, so we have another one. My name is Zena, and I'm chatting from Asaba. Does Ghana have Asaba?
I don't think
that's
so.
Actually from Nigeria. So if you're watching us, thank you so much for watching us. Thank you for tuning in from Nigeria. Oh, I love this type of long-distance relationship. This is something I would do. Yeah. And we have...
Good morning, ladies. Long-distance relationships are the causes of masturbation and using of sex toys, and that's from Kwekwa Nancy. Kwekwa Nancy, indeed.
Okay. Hi, good morning, sis. I am Kweku Skin from Amanfrom, and my opinion is that a long-distance relationship brings problems. Why that you won't, brings problems that you won't be able to see what is going on around. I don't prefer long distance relationship, and he has this emoji there with his tongue out.
Anyway, so there's another one from Jonas Aditek from Adan. It says, in my point of view, I could say long distance relationships, as you were discussing, is just about communication and trust. Relationship is a stage where the would-be couples get to know each other, and even if it ended up in marriage, it's not all the time your partner will be with you. So it's up to the two of them. If they have made up their minds, then they are through to go.
I have a question for you. So does, being together in one country or one vicinity actually build trust?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So what's the point of being together with me if you won't build trust?
If you are together in the same country, same vicinity, or even the same area, maybe because of work schedule and all of that, you may not even see each other as often as you should. That's my point. Do you get it? So if you and I are in the same area or something, or even, I don't even like going out with people in my area because I'll be seeing you too often, and I don't like that.
And it will cause see finish.
I don't
and
like.
And when see finish comes, disrespect comes.
I don't like that. So that is not a guarantee that, oh, the person will not cheat on you, or there'll be strong communication, or there'll be all the good things that comes in a relationship. There will definitely be trials, but it's up to you to know how to maneuver yourself.
Trials and tribulations
and solve your issues when they come.
In the house or
outside
the house. So it's all about trust, like most of the callers have asserted. And I think also building strong communications and being clear with your communications, because I think that's one thing that a lot of people are not true about. Let's be true. It doesn't have to end up in marriage always. Yes, and as a human being, I think you should be open for any news that you are going to hear. So I think we should be true than instead of deceiving ourselves. Wasting your time. You can be together, a person will still waste your time 10 years. Marriage no go come. You understand? So I feel like, that's it.
Anyway, thank you so much for calling in, and those who sent your messages, we appreciate you.